Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you a very useful tool, and this tool is designed for the Cerner scheduling builder or analyst. Those are people who are building the scheduling module into Cerner Millennium. Actually, this tool called Default Schedule 4. Before I delve into explanation about this tool, I need to clarify something. In every Cerner schedule builders know something called a DCW, which is a data collection workbook. This data collection workbook, which is here, is the Excel sheet, as you can see. Contains a lot of tabs, as you can see here, a lot of tabs that we using them as a template to collect the user requirements. As an example of these tabs, we have a bookshelf tab and appointment slots tab and default schedule templates tab. For example, the bookshelf tab, this tab is holding the information about the books that we are going to create inside the Cerner Millennium and Cerner Millennium scheduling module, of course. And under each book you'll find the list of the resources that will work under this book, these resources, which we can call it a physicians. And by other meaning, this book is representing the medical service. So this physician, which is called Dr. Ibrahim, is working under the medical service that called anesthesia. The second tab, which you call the appointment slots, this tab is showing the information about the slots. As we all know, each clinic inside Cerner Millennium contains something called the slots. And the slots, we can say it's a place where you can book the patients on, and that place has a specific timing, starting time and ending time, and for sure a specific duration, which is representing how much the patient needs for his visit. For that reason, each slot here has a duration, and also the slots is carrying indicators called a new, and the other slots has an indicator called the follow-up. Actually, the indicator that called a new is representing the new patient that is the first time visiting this clinic, and the indicator that called FU, which is referring to the follow-up, is representing the patient that is used to visit this clinic. And through the, if you go through the rest of the slots, you may find some slots like a dermatology clinic slots. These slots doesn't have any indicators for the new or also follow-up. That means this slot's built as a generic, which is carrying a new or follow-up visit type. The third tab is called Default Schedule Templates, and this is the tab that I improved it using the tool, which I will show it to you in a minute. Actually, this tab that called Default Schedule is representing information that we need to build the clinics inside a Cerner Millennium scheduling. So most of the information that you can see it here is coming from the other tabs, like a bookshelf and appointment slots. So those are the information that we collected previously through the other tabs. And actually, this tab that called Default Scheduling Template is a more tedious and hard tab to fill because it's carrying a lot of information, as you can see. And also there are some calculation for timing. And as you know, everyone knows in this tab is the main tab that we are using to build a clinic. So if you fill it correctly, that means you will get accurate clinic built. As you can see, these are all the templates, for example, that we collected for this hospital and inserted into this tab. So let me show you an example that representing the suffering experiences by using this tab to fill only one template. So let's take an example for the first physician, which is called Dr. Ibrahim. So let me erase this information and try to fill it again in front of you. So the first thing that we need to fill it here is a template name, which you will give it a name AW Ibrahim EM, which representing the or reflecting the EM shift. And this clinic is working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a weeks of the month. And then this clinic is starting, as I said, from 7:30 to 1300, and the physician called Ibrahim Porcelli. And then we are going to start filling the time, starting time and ending time for each slots, and the duration for each slot as well. So let's say that, and the doctor, this templates is gonna use this kind of slots, which is called anesthesia new and anesthesia follow-up. So this, according to the recommendation and the user requirement, the user said I need to see 10 patients at the beginning of the day as a new, and then break, and then I need to see 9 patients as a follow-up. So let's implement this requirement, and fill this tab with this requirement. So this clinic, as I said, starting from 7:30 to 1, and so the first new has a 20-minute duration, and the starting time for this slot is from 7:30, and then we'll add 20 minutes, that means 7:50. This is a time calculation that I told you about. And then we need to put manually, have to fill this until 8:10, and then we'll copy this and put. So you can copy the first slots and repeat it 8 times with that 20 minutes duration. Sorry, you see, this is a kind of mistakes that may happen while you are filling this tab. Typo mistakes, copy and paste mistakes, wrong names, and others. And then we will continue fill this information. Sometimes if you have astigmatism or any eye effect, so you may miss one line or two, or you may miss the calculation ordering. So here we put 8:30 to 8:50, and here from 8:50 to 9:10, and then 9:10 to 9:30, and then 9:30 to 9:50, and so on. Then 10, and then 10:10 to 10:20, and then 10:20 to here, sorry, at 10:30. You see, there's a kind of mistakes may happen if you are not focusing. And here you put 10:50, and then he said I have a break from 10:50 to 11:30. This is a break for 40 minutes. And then you will going to use a second type of slots, which is called anesthesia follow-up. You put it here, and we need to repeat this 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We put it here, and this is for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and then we have to put this. Some people are using this way to fill it fast. So 10:40, and then you can put it here. But the point is, when you drag it down, you find 11:60, which you need to change it to 12, and then you have to put here 11:40, and then 11:50, and then 12, and then here put 1210, and then put here 1210, and then start do the same way. Okay, and you have to take this here, to put it here, and you have to put 1300. Actually, by this way you fill it a little bit faster. But what about the other templates? So the mistakes may happen normally, and that will lead to a wrong build when you translate this into Cerner Millennium. So you can see from the way that I fill these templates a possibility of doing mistakes. Instead of 20 I can put 10, missing one line between, mistakes in calculating times, and missing mention one of the slots, and so on. So and also you can see how much time I consumed to finish only one template, which gives you a good imagination about how much time I took to finish all of these templates. So that's what led me to improve the way of fill these templates by creating the default schedule form. And this default schedule form, I will let you see and make a comparison between the time that I use to fill one template comparing to the original way of doing this. So let me presenting this using the same example. So before we using this macro or this sheet, you have to do some steps. One of these steps is that you have to fill the resources. So you need to go to the original DCW and copy all the resources that are existing under the bookshelf and put it here under the resource. And then you have to go to the appointment slots tab, copy all of the slots that you mentioned in this tab into the original DCW and paste it here. And then you have to create the templates name that you're gonna use it for creating templates. So once you did that, and by copying and paste it from the original templates, then the remaining things is to fill this form and start building your templates so fast. So by building the same templates, first you have to go here in the templates and you have to select the Dr. Ibrahim template, and then you have to follow a specific format for timing, which is HMM, and then you have to put 1300, and then you have to select the resource name from the list. And then this template has two kind of slots, one called anesthesia new and another one called anesthesia follow-up. So this is anesthesia new. When I click here, it will bring you the duration that associated to this slots, and then when you select the second slots follow-up and click here to bring you the 10 minutes that associated to this slots. And actually the sequence, the ratio between the new and the follow-up, the physician mentioned I need to see 10 new, I need to see 10 new and against 9 follow-up. And the number of patients for that are gonna use the first type of slots are 10 and the second are 9. And then there's days of the week. This clinic is working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weeks of the month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the physician mentioned I need one break into my clinics, and this break is from 10:50 to 11:30. Once I filled all the required fields, the remaining step is to go here and make one click and then press on the button that called fill the template. Once I press on this button, it will not take less than a second to fill this template for you without any mistake. As you can see here, we have 10 new and 9 follow-up. So instead of count every line that has a new. You can hover over the template name, and that will display you how many new slots that created and how many follow-up slots that created, and that will help you to validate the build that you just did. And here you can see the break timing is from 10:50 to 11:30, and here the 40-minute duration for that break. So you can imagine now the time that you save for yourself to finish like 100 templates. 100 template using this form, you can finish it within 15 to 20 minutes, okay, with the accurate, without any mistakes. And actually you can see it didn't take any time, as I said, comparing with the old style of filling it through the original DCW. Actually, this tool can solve any scenario with any patient sequence, with any break. That's what makes it so accurate and easy to use. And as I said, more accurate means building clinics without mistakes and the issues, which will lead to reflect on the patient service. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm waiting your feedback. You can send me your feedback about it. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.